Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to SpeedForce Racing. My name is Jamie, hopefully not SpeedForce Raining, and welcome back to the live streams. Yes, there's a lot to cover tonight, and yes, we are starting a little bit later than normal, but here are the championship standings at this point in time, because there's a Toro Rosso 1-2 after 2 podiums for both of them. It is Godcolor is in P1 ahead of Electrodine in P2, Zocker is in P3, and Pedersolheim is in P4, Mike Bundy is in P5, Lee Nell is in P6, and Fletcher Boy down in P7, though he's absent tonight. Racer, who is since left, I'll go through that in a minute, is in P8, and Kator is in P9, T. Johnson is in P10, Twan is in P11, and Diabush, who has also just left, in P12. Smelly Badger is in P13, Fester is in P14, Zippo, who has also left, is in P15, Gaming Things is in P16, Farfra is in P16, and me, I'm in P17. Yaram is in P18, Himcar is in P19, P20, I can read numbers. The Constructors' Championship looks like this. Toro Rosso, this will make Alex happy, is in P1 by a margin of, wow, that's a lot of points. I just see, it's a margin of, hold on, give me a second, under 30 points. Toro Rosso is ahead of Mercedes in P2, then McLaren is in P3, Alfa Romeo is in P4, and the Red Bull is in P5, Racing Point is in P6, Ferrari is in P7, and Haas is in P8, Renault is in P9, and Williams is in P10. But, as I mentioned before, we've lost a few drivers, and that is down to a split with one of the admins. Zippo has since parted his way with SFR, and will obviously wish him well in the future, but he has decided that his time at SFR is over, and Racer and Diabush decided to follow suit, and that's down to personal issues. They've all decided that, but that means we've brought in a few old friends.
I'm sorry, I have to cut you off. Unfortunately, I did something I did last week. I hit spectate, and I guess it's glitched because it told me to select tires. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Right. Well, we'll see where you are. We'll see where you are first, and we'll
You did see me in the spectate menu, so you knew
I
I was
saw
there.
you in spectate. Yeah.
It did tell me to. By the way, sorry I was not talking there. I unfortunately fell off my bed and I've got a massive gash on my head, so I'll see how I go. And then yeah, I've got a bandage there, but yeah, I fell off. That's why I went silent for 5 minutes off there. Oh, excellent. So I have to leave. Right, cool. So what do I just leave session or retire my car or what?
Yeah, just leave the session. I'm currently in talks with the race director to see what happens. Just see what
Sorry,
happens.
boys. That was a glitch.
Right.
That was a glitch, though. That was a glitch. That wasn't my fault. Without question, that wasn't my fault. Because I chose spectate.
All right. Well, we won't hold you to it much. Let's just run through quickly what happened, though, because as Alex rejoins us, because we lost 3 drivers, we decided to change some things around. We brought back some old friends. Look at who's in the Haas. That's Ramavaj. He's back, everybody. The Season 1 Classics champion has returned to SFR, and that is brilliant to see him back on the grid. But he's not alone, because we brought back some other old friends in the form of S. Graham, who I believe is driving in a Ferrari. Yes, he is. And Yuzi, the 2 Scotsmen, back in Formula 1 and back to be joining us here at SFR. So welcome back to all 3 of those drivers. May God rest your souls. Why have you come back here to SFR? What have they done in Purgatory to get sent here, Alex?
I don't know, mate. I'll be honest. Sorry if my commentary is a bit trash today. Unfortunately, I've got a gash on my head, so I'm just gonna a bit unnerved at this moment. But yeah, man, they've come back to SFR. Good to see. I don't think it's a punishment. Also, it's interesting. We're seeing different strategy, which makes me believe it's a dry race. Again, 2 dry races in China. But we saw the 2-stop was more effective last night, to my disappointment. Unfortunately, so hopefully, maybe some drivers saw last night's race and they're going for that move. JB, it'll be interesting to see whether the 2-stop is superior also in this race or not.
It will be definitely interesting to see how the drivers take the strategy that they have learnt from GP3, which is also a plus side of having GP3 on the grid, of having drivers then from Premier be able to learn from both GP2 and from GP3. Just still calls whether we're going to go for a red flag situation or not. I'm not sure yet.
Well, my car won't be there, will it?
The issue is I believe it might end up ghosting, which might anger some people. I mean, personally, it would annoy me. But just on the subject of drivers...
It would or wouldn't?
It would annoy me, just because, having to lap a car every 5 minutes, that's going significantly slower, that potentially won't ghost, because who can trust this game? We're not blaming you, mate. Don't worry.
2019, coming out June.
Yes. Hopefully, before I go through it into that little thing, thanks for reminding me that one is we have a reserve driver in tonight. He's in the Mercedes. He's Mers. Mers. I have no idea how to say his name, but it's going to be really funny.
This is somewhat unrelated to SFR, but you'll get the joke, JB. Farth put, "You jinxed me again." That's it. We're having words. I forgot. Farth's in the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All
if you guys don't know, there's a little rivalry going on between me and Farth.
To bring everyone into a joke, in another league we commentate on, myself and Alex, I dragged him from hell into that league. We were commentating on it, and Farthbert seemed to constantly come up in our conversation because he kept getting into battles. And he had like a 5-lap battle, and then he ended up barrel rolling into a wall in Blanchimont at Spa. So
whilst I was spectating, spectating.
Same with me. So he doesn't much like us. But here, T. Johnson can be the first man around the track. But late last night, I released a video onto the SFR YouTube channel revealing our new calendar, our revised calendar.
Terrible video. Terrible.
It really
video.
is. It's horrible.
Not enough, Alex, and you should have invited me.
Cator in P1 though by 2 seconds ahead of T. Jonas. What a jump that is on the soft tyres.
Yeah, what a lap from Cator on the softs, as you were saying. Sorry to repeat you in a longer, elongated way. But yeah, Yarm on the meet. What a time by Yarm. We know he's quick. He's just absolutely Shinasai. He did a very good race in Bahrain. Gave you things, goes P3. Laps coming in, mate. I don't think we're getting red flagged.
No, I believe we're going to continue on here in SFR. Mike Bundy, though, with a new helmet.
Car for the race? We're hop in the car for the race.
If you can, right, here's the thing.
Race.
For it, you want to go around the lap at reduced speed, right? But not cause any yellow flags. Try and go like normal speed and then go around into pit lane and retire. That's the procedure we'll do, okay?
Okay, how do I... You have to talk me through it, but... So, as a T, that was it's him, Carl, going third there with a 1:33.1. No one up to the speed of Kator or Farth messages back with, okay, no, he didn't. Okay, I was really worried for it. I thought you messaged me. He didn't. He put in the GP2 chat. GP3 will be fun next week, which makes me think he's got an issue with me. And if you try and ruin my race...
Well, Farth will be in GP3.
Is he moving down?
No, he won't be in GP3. It's alright.
He just put. No, I know. He just put in the chat, so it might be sabotage.
He can try.
You know, Farth. JB will tell you. I was very annoyed at last night's result, and that was a P5.
I've only just got the headache off from the shouting and the punching. Honestly, right, the Toro Rosso garage is currently missing a panel in one of the walls because he threw his helmet through it and then jumped in after it.
I felt like Charles Leclerc, mate. I'll be honest. Might surprise the comms appearance. Is this official? Is Farth putting himself forward for comms?
There is a guest comms seat in GP3, which is where we use the test drivers who want to test out commentary. Everybody.
JB, don't turn against me like that.
I once did commentary with Farth, bruh. Long time ago.
JB, how could you do this to me, man? It's not cool.
Zocker back out on track in the Alfa Romeo, completely cutting off what he was saying there. He had a struggling first lap.
Swear I thought you were referencing that swore.
No, I wasn't doing that. Crossing, he might have invalidated it there. Ramavage already on return, up to pace instantly, but on the ultra soft tyres, which we saw struggled in last night's race. Now, Ramavage, if you don't know him, he was extremely quick in the first season of SFR, and he dominated, then decided to stop racing and go to commentary mid-season, which is ironically when I came in. And then he returned to racing midway through season 1. And became my teammate because I swapped from Force India to the Red Bull team. So me and Peter, who's Ram, have a nice connection with each other. Mainly because he was the Max Verstappen and I was Daniel Ricciardo, slow and unable to catch up to my teammate.
Farth also put another message.
Is he abusing you? Because technically he shouldn't be messaging in the GP2 chat right now.
No, this is PM. This is PM.
Oh, okay, good. Go on.
He put yes, guest comms, and I'm going to say this as you would say it, not how you would act it. Mwaha, aha, aha, or mahahaha. Sure.
Sorry, that genuinely tickled me because I wondered where you were going now. I thought you were trying to pronounce the reserve driver's new name. Okay, I need a minute. What do they put in my cappuccino?
I'm following Orchard Socks right now, mate. I know he's a quick driver. He's on the Ultra Softs.
Yeah, completely.
Should be up to pace with the boys, but he's not got very much left to deploy. I don't know where he's been running hot lap the entire lap. You really don't need to, especially in that he's going to run out of ERS, mate, on the back straight.
Well, also Orchard Socks, thank you for reminding me. Orchard Socks is a returning driver as well. He, well, I think returning driver, but this is his first full drive in SFR for a long time. He raced in another league, the other league we commentate on together. Oh, what happened there?
Was there a bit of debris there, or didn't?
I don't know. Something flew off the car.
Yeah, that's Gunter swearing again on the radio.
He's disqualified.
That's very harsh there by Lino, our main steward today.
But what did he hit? Are we desynced to a driver?
I don't know. He hit something. He's definitely. Yeah, I think that was just a fault with the Haas there. Gunter Steiner, something there. JB, you need to go calm down right now. He's throwing things in the Haas garage.
That was the most realistic car failure I've ever seen in an F1 online lobby.
He's actually running the McLaren Honda 2015 edition.
Oh, don't. Ooh. They're starting to pick up things are starting to pick up with the Black Widow standalone film. That'll be interesting.
I've got my tickets for Endgame, JB. Have you?
I have not as of yet. Everyone knows I'm a massive superhero fan, but I've not managed to get them as of yet.
Oh, are you? We've never talked about this. The MCU is my favourite films of all time.
I like films. I do like superheroes a lot. As we're just
Zocca
looking at
goes
Daniel
P5
Kvyat,
on the mediums.
I finally said the other
Zocca. You're looking at Daniel Kvyat. He's not driving.
No, but that in my head though, Electro Dan actually running a Daniel Kvyat-esque helmet now. So that is scarily accurate to Kvyat's helmet right there about the Red Bull sponsorship, actually.
I think Daniel Kvyat could be going to Red Bull soon.
We will endeavour to bring you the Formula 1 news later on in the season. But right now, what can Electro Dan do on his soft tyres? Obviously, we saw the two-stop a little bit more stronger last night. Stronger being the word there. Better on race pace than the drivers expected in GP3. So that opens up the race a whole lot more. And obviously we know Ram, he's going to try and run away with it at the start and try and get a gap, which is highly possible for him to get a gap ahead of it.
To be fair, mate, I'm going to be honest there. I think if I was the other drivers, I'd try and go with the two-stop with Rams there, just to make sure I cover him off. Especially Yarn, Mike Bundy, those guys that they have the pace. I'm gamey though, I'd probably hang back, go on the soft tyres. I'd definitely go for the ultra softs. I wouldn't try and wouldn't want to.
I've just been informed. Apparently, there's a barrier somewhere on the track who's not enjoying itself. Apparently, you've got a barrier glitch somewhere on track.
That sort of thing in this game.
Yes, it is. You know when you see the barrier start spinning around or something?
Yeah. I thought that was in a previous game. Well, anyway,
nope,
here comes
still here.
Rams. Can he improve? He improves a little bit. He's done a very good time there. Not that the 139 isn't a very good time. I certainly not up to scratch with that. But you know, I'm just being a commentator right now, and my head is really hurting. So,
mate, if you need to go off, that's fine.
No, I've got nothing better to do.
Get some tablets in you or something.
I don't have any tablets, mate. Drugs brought to you by SFR.
We do not advocate drugs when you're driving racing cars.
No. Unless it's carpool or Nuafen, then take as much as you want.
But no, don't, because you can actually OD on that stuff.
Can you?
You can
I probably
still
did
OD
it
on
as a
that
child.
stuff.
I probably almost did it as a child, to be fair.
Carpool's
Loved Nuafen. Loved. Carpool had a weirder texture for me, I think.
Hey, this is the level of streaming we've reached to, the point that we start discussing the different textures of drugs. As
Pedosolheim!
Without
And unfortunately,
ERS,
Rams had to unfortunately had to vacate his lap there because Zocca got in the way. Very poor driving there from Zocca. There could be some stewards inquiries for that.
The official spelling, as Gannett goes up to P5, the official spelling of and pronunciation of Ram's name is Ramavaj. You may laugh at the last bit, but we just stick with Ram or Peter and basically, you know, abuse him on commentary.
Why would I laugh at the last bit? I'm not 5.
But I am! On board with Best Graham now, the Scotsman returning to SFR. He's not a stranger to Ferrari.
I was going to make a joke, but it was teetering on whether it was PG or not. I mean, it doesn't have any swearing in it. I was just going to say you can laugh because it's something you're never going to get. And then if anyone understands that, there you go. Sad times, JB, I'm sorry.
S. Graham pulls into pit lane. Let's have a look at Smelly Badger then. The first of the Red Bull drivers to actually set a lap time. Right now, Lee's going for a one-ditch effort in here in China. I love this track, don't you, Alex? It's so fun and fast-flowing. This is actually the reason I didn't like Malaysia, this track was, because when Malaysia came straight after this race, I used to think that they just copied the S's. Now, I know it's designed by the same person, yes, but I didn't like Turn 1 at Malaysia because it felt too much like the Turn 1 here. It felt like they were cheap and copied it, so I always preferred China over it. I think Alex had to vacate the commentary booth just for a moment to try and to quelt the gash on his forehead. But that's absolutely fine. Looking at Smelly Badger though in the Red Bull, what can he do as he heads onto the back straight now? This wonderful long straight. Used to be the longest straight in Formula 1, then Baku came around and took it away. Dry race apparently. That's brilliant to see. Bringing on into the hairpin, we saw a few drivers struggling at that corner there as they're heading round into the final corner now. What can Smelly Badger do? Crossing the line, he goes P15, so improves on his lap time, getting up there.
Saying is, if I was on track, I would definitely beat fast time of a 0.
I love when that just clipped in. All I heard was, "I'll definitely beat fast time."
That's all I said. I said I definitely beat fast time of a 0. But speaking of fast and time, it looks like he's about to come across the line now. What's he done?
He's just starting one. Let's do an onboard lap with Farfra and ride along and see what he can do.
Can we not give him the satisfaction?
Oh, see, he's spinning at turn 1. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we should never commentate on fart.
That's fine. I'm holding onto the halo right now and just rocking the car slightly. But Malaysia was a bad circuit in my opinion. I didn't like to.
Tell you what,
Yarum. Wrong. Go on.
Yarum, he's gonna go for another lap here on the soft tyres.
That's a risk, especially on this time. Left in the calendar.
I wouldn't go for it. Sorry if you can hear anything in the background, by the way. I'm probably
Whoa,
really loud.
big slide from Farfra's rear end. That Renault not happy. I know I've been driving that car. He's going, and he's gone, everybody. He's doing well to save that car. He's got no grip on these tyres whatsoever. And he's off.
All I'll say fast is that I did better than that yesterday. At least I could control my purpose.
Oh god, what have we created? We created a rivalry that shouldn't be happening.
I actually completed a hot lap, so...
The smack talk's happening, and he's and he's in commentary. Oh god, what creature have I created? Let's have a look at Championship leader God Colours right now.
I'm currently looking at Farth, you know. I'm just gonna enjoy myself.
I'm gonna get done if I stay on Farth for any longer.
Oh, he's got into the pits. He's not gonna be able to set a lap. Oh, boo hoo. Oh, boo hoo. Oh, my ghost car! My ghost car's gonna start in front of you, Farth. That's how good I am. I didn't even set a lap, and I'm starting in front of you.
Just thinking on the race start procedure, that's going to be a pain in the arse.
That's the end of it. Alright, I have to get in. I'll let him through. I'm not going to be an ass. I'll let him through. What I'll do is I'll start at relatively normal speed, then I'll let him pass and I'll die off. Oh, just Stock's to start behind me as well.
Yeah,
so,
what I'll do...
You've got to set a time now, Lee, otherwise I've got to...
Mers retiring in P9. Looking at God Colours right now on the screen. He's running the same helmet actually as his teammate, just on different colours. That'd be great if they just like swap the colours around for the other helmet. DRS open on
Did
the
you say
89 car.
interesting? This is a question. Did you say that there's going to be custom liveries for next week's Grand Prix?
Yes, for the official Chinese Grand Prix, being it's the 1000th Grand Prix, they're allowing them to run retro liveries on the cars. How fun is that going to be?
Here comes Scott Collins though. Good lap there on the
P4.
softs. Very good lap on the softs. A very
Jamie
good lap. I feel like he might get overtaken though with these guys on ultras. His teammate Electro down. What can he do? I thought this was going to take him out. Take him out. No, overtake
Electro
him.
down
Fastest.
P1.
Toro Rosso on pole, boys.
Not done
There we
yet
go.
though. There's still laps to go here. Hello, Arco. How are you doing? There's still some laps on the grid. There's Ganic coming down the start-finish straight. Let's have a look at S. Graham. Where's he? He's in turn 2. Let's find out where Bundy is. Bundy's the next driver up to the line. Coming up through the final corner now. What can he do?
Gaming goes 6. Bundy.
Bundy into P1 by...
Very
Wow.
close there. I like Bundy. You know, nothing wrong with that. Not that it matters who I like and who I don't like. Him, Carl comes in the pits. What could that man do? The man that was on provisional pole before these guys set that lap, put the Solheim. He's about to finish his lap now. What can we see from him? Let's find out. McLaren, Renault, the Renault power, dragging it down the straight.
B3!
It isn't enough! It is, look how close that is! And here comes Ram. What can he do?
Ram do?
He may have invalidated it. He may have invalidated it.
No!
Yes, he did.
Oh,
yes, he did.
P4!
He did. But whatever the guy in P10's called, I'm not trying to even try and pronounce that.
S. Graham.
Thanks.
Oh, he's been blocked! He's been blocked by the AI!
Oh my god. So that means Mike Bundy on pole, Electro down second, first on third, Ram fourth, he on fifth, Good Colour sixth, Gaming seventh, Ganic eighth, him Carl ninth.
Apparently, there's been some mentions of like somebody blocking someone else on laps. I won't mention who it is.
Which means that my car is gonna
Right.
start ahead of Lee. Alright, how do I get in the car?
Right, just give me 2 seconds. I've got to open the party. Give me 2 seconds, and I've got to just mention something to drivers. All right, all drivers. This is just a message for the bottom 17. It was the bottom 17. From 17th down, Lee, Farfra, Socks. We have Primary Rex is going to do a slow lap on the way round. You're going to have to avoid him off the race start. He will not be fighting any of you. Please be careful. As to all drivers, watch out for Primary Rex. This was a mistake on the side of commentary. We do apologise. All right. Oh, we can hear you by the way now.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Bundy is in P1, though he stopped on the start finish straight. Thank you for doing that, Mike. We will see that.
What do I have to do? What did you instruct? I heard something Primary Rex thing.
What you need to do, mate, is you're going to do a slow lap. So you're going to try and stay out of the way of everyone else on the race start procedure. You're going to slow round.
I can't promise, but I'm going to try my best.
Alright, so Mike Bundy in P1 ahead of Electro down in P2.
What if someone
P3, and
spins and I can't get out of the way? We just have to red flag it at that point.
Well, what you do, we'll run through the rest of the grid in a minute. What you do, mate, at this point, look at the gap firstly for P1 and P2. What you're going to do, you're going to get off the line, you're going to pretty much stay low revs, okay? So you're going to stay.
Yeah, I do that anyway. My starts are trash. So don't worry. But yeah, as you said, mate, top 3. Don't forget about the top 2, top 3. So by 16 hundredths of a second.
All right.
Top 3.
We'll see Alex take on his. I believe he'll be back in the car in a second, and we'll see him go through it. But this could give us a slight look at the strategy if Alex can look through it. You are in the car.
Not yet, but how do I get him? I can get him during the formation lap, can't I?
Are you in spectate mode still, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you don't need to worry about it.
Look, because my car was still going track, going slow.
Apparently there's comments in the chat. I guess I'll look at these now. We'll see. Well, you got to select your name on, like, you know how we select drivers?
Yes.
Select your name and see if you can jump in.
If I can, then that's what I'll do. If not, then I'm just going to spectate my ghost car the entire race. I'll probably do better than P5, I'll be honest.
Alright, so onto the formation lap here. Just select you, then press spectate. It should be
I
like, you know
did
when you go
that.
to spectate, there should be an option to say take control at the bottom.
It doesn't, so I can't.
Okay, so gaming things. Sorry, I'm reading a name. Rex will be in the lobby, so you won't score any points, but you know, let's just run through the field as it is right now because Mike
Path got
Bundy.
taken out by my ghost car.
Oh no! Right, let's ignore that. Let's actually run through the grid now because
Did
Mike
you?
Bundy.
Oh, I
Mike
feel like
Bundy
you'll
is in
think that's
P1
me.
ahead of Electrodan in P2. Primeval Rex in P... Damn it! Pedasol is in P3. Ravage is in P4. Yaram is in P5 and Gold Colors in P6. Gaming Things suddenly down in P7. Gannick is in P8 and Himkarl is in P9. S. Graham on return is in P10. Outside of the top 10 is the Season 3 champion in P11 and Mers, the reserve driver, in P12. Zoka, last week's winner, was in P13 and Kator was in P14. Yuzi is in P15. Smelly Badger is in P16. Then there is Alex, who sat next to me, in P17. Lee is in P18, and Fastbro should be in P19, but hopefully he's taking that out aggression on the side of the fourth India. Orchard Sox, after having a bit of a mare in qualifying, is all the way down in P20.
I've just texted Farth to say that wasn't me. Hopefully he gets the message. I feel sorry. I'm really worried about my car. If my car causes collision, surely it's a red flag, Stitch.
We shall see.
That's right.
We shall see. And,
come on, ghost of me from yesterday. Don't cause collisions.
Yeah, but your ghost has gone pink after the hatred of Honda.
It happens. I took a bit of Calpol.
Other child sickness drugs are available.
Including, but not limited to. No.
I hear heroin's pretty good for kids. No, I'm kidding. And that is how SFR dies.
I'm not even ballsy enough to make that joke. Oh my.
Oh no.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna spectate my car on the start, see what they're doing.
Rather than spectating himself, Alex, how does it feel to have a disembodied moment here in the car? And I'll be following through the red light procedure.
To be fair, it feels like every day of my life. Right, go. Let's go, boys. Good luck to the boys. Sorry if my ghost car takes you out, especially not if you're far though. Hopefully it takes that far.
We do not advocate taking out drivers on the game. So, as we wait up for the drivers to line up on the grid, we go to 5 red lights. The lights are going to come on in a moment. Here we go to round 3 of SFR.
I can't see lights.
Here are the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The lights are on. The lights are out now. The drivers are away instantly. It's a brilliant start, but a lot of wheel spin in the background for Mike Bundy. He's cutting across immediately of Electrodan, saying, "No, you're not passing me." And now Yaram fighting Pedasol over P2. Ramovad's down to P8 and P7 after a terrible start and a massive battle because Lienel and carbon fiber flying off somewhere in the background. And there's a huge battle. Gold Colors trying to go round the outside. Even more battling as we go along. There's a big 4-car battle in the background, and I cannot for life me think where to look. Gold Colors down the inside of Pedasol. It's happened, and then you see Mers almost making that far line and a big takeout there. You see Zoka running to the side of Mers, and that is poor driving from Zoka indeed.
My ghost car took out Lienel on the start.
Oh,
my ghost car, my AI car. I think we should. By the way, there's Sigram flying all over the place.
More again as lots. S. Graham, yes, he's struggling on lag. I think there's a lot of contact in this sector here, and then Yuzi punting into far for a side. Zoka fighting with Kator. More drivers going off track, and we cannot for the life we see the Ferraris going side by side. Who's going down the inside? S. Graham down the inside of Yuzi. He's ahead, but Yuzi off the track. There's been more contact there. Drivers need to calm the hell down.
No, but I think that's not. I think that was Sigram's internet's fault, mate. He's lagging all over the show for me.
I don't know what the Alfa Romeos are doing, but they're absolutely going for it. We're going to move up to the top. Raravage fighting in there. 3 wide now as Pedasol goes defensive. And there, he's going wide. He's actually going to drop down behind Gaming Things. Gaming Things, who's having a good turn of pace. Mike Bunny's still fighting alongside Electrodan. Where are they? Side by side action. Heading into T1.
Uzi the Ferrari lost it. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but he lost it.
I'm going to made 3 wide into T1. Round the outside Electrodan. Slicing his way right now. He's made contact with Mike Bundy. He is off. Onto track and he's taken out him, Kyle.
That's stupid driving.
Poor driving because he did not see the Williams coming. He should have waited.
That's silly driving there from the Toro Rosso.
Mike Bundy dropping
Oh,
down another position, though. He's dropped down to P8 after something happened to Bundy. He's dropped down. I think he's stopped ignoring yellow flags. Penalties everywhere. Ram, Gamey, Sector 1, the yellow flag is waving. I think that was down to Bundy slowing down. Something's wrong with Bundy.
fastest round! Oh, surely a safety car.
come
We have to restart this race without question. Oh, I don't believe it, boys. This is stupid.
Gannick, some of the driving here tonight has already started.
Orchard David and Uzi! Orchard David and Uzi!
Orchard Socks.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
Orchard David is a different driver.
Orchard David is his cousin, actually. Drivers now struggling to understand what they're on about right now. Electro Dan dropping down to position 2. T. Jonas. I honestly don't know where the driving standards have gone tonight, but they've gone out the window and off to bloody Austria. That's next week. And Electro Dan dropping another position after contact with him. Carl is going to be absolutely raging in his helmet, isn't he?
What's happened to Mike Bundy though? Has he got
Mike
damage?
Bundy, I think Bundy slowed down to try and let Electro down through after he accidentally span him round as they pass.
Oh, he's had to go 3 wide here with Bundy.
Oh, got some awful camera angles. No, Gannick down the inside, Bundy trying to go round the outside. I know Bundy well, and he is going to try and hold it. Farfra on the switchback as DRS is able, making contact with the outside of Gannick. Gannick he's not leaving anyone room as Dan Pitts.
Farfa's in as well with Mike Bundy, yellows in sector 1.
Hennigsheim is round at T1. He's got no control of the car. He's got away, almost making contact with his teammate.
This is
There's lag. It's lag from Pedersolheim.
This is dumb. This is silly.
Some driving tonight driving standards tonight clearly gone out the window and run back to Austria. Lots of lag on the grid right now, but we'll endeavour to carry on as Mers tries on debut to stay ahead.
Is everyone on a red bar for you? Is everyone on a red bar for you?
I can't know. Not for me.
Oh well, everyone is for me. Not sure, I don't know what's going on.
Radovan fighting with his car. On return, he's going to lose a position to Cattle. Cattle trying to go one way, trying to go another way, trying to go now round the outside of the, trying to remember, Hungarian, that's it. Hungarian driver. Sorry, I couldn't remember where Peter was from there. Gannick losing another position to Orchard Socks. Gannick needs to learn to leave some bloody space.
JB's using the word bloody now.
Yeah, you can tell how bad it is that I stopped to swear on stream. Now, DRS open on Mers's car. Down the inside of Gaming Things, who was arguing with the stewards after qualifying, saying he should have been 4th, but it hasn't happened. He's now going to drop down to 4th and getting slapped by Mers's tyres, and now he's going to lose a position against a Ram.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaming into pit lane. That was decisive. I wonder if he went to go into pit lane there. Because if you're going to be going into pit lane, Zoka leads a session in, where's Zoka down? He's down in P15, down the inside, goes Esco and trying to get past Smelly Badger. These two at one point were probably teammates at SFR, but it hasn't made it stick as of yet. Alright, so
you're not wrong, mate.
We'll try and keep it as controlled as it is, but under the surface, I believe the stewards are going to be having to deal with a lot of things, and obviously race director for GP3, actually being myself, that's not going to be brilliant there, but obviously I work with the other race directors to try and make sure that that it's all fair in choices there, but trying to find
that's why that Primeval Rex is currently on the Stormer in P12.
Yes, but whatever points we'll have with Primeval Rex, they will be removed from his car due to the fact that he is insane.
I love how you're assuming I'm going to score points.
I just sat here, right, and what you don't know right now is that Alex actually leant against the commentary booth with his controller, just trying to drive his car from the commentary booth. DRS open on God Colours' car. I'm getting messages all over the place, and drivers are reminded if they're listening to stream, do not message in the chat during the race. It's unfair on other drivers who are concentrating. I don't know how many times I have to go through that, but they have to learn. God Colours, Electro Dan, now trying to get past Alex's lag car. Can you get in the car yet?
No.
Can you not? Oh, this is...
I think it's because I left the session to spectate.
Radovat's dropping down behind Kator as he pulls into pit lane. On return in the points, looking happy as he locks up a little bit there. Here's Mike Bundy chasing after actually probably Rex, who blocks him heavily. Oh god,
it sounds like me, to be fair.
DRS open on Mike Bundy. He is a moving chicane. That's a GP2 driver for you. Trying to go around the outside. He has made a stick on another 15 car.
Oh, Zocco is left the session.
I'm gonna get killed. Zocco left the session ages ago. He's not interested by the look of it. He's put something in the chat.
Well, you should go to the pit lane.
Yeah, he will be told as the Electric Gang gets a stop going penalty. Electric Dan out of the session, retiring, had enough of the race. There's probably going to be a lot of the comments here. Hopefully they are respectful and don't message in the chat of the drivers who are actually still racing. Electric Dan, Gaby thinks Spicy gets around with that. It seems that one Toro Rosso's job is bad, the other Toro Rosso's job is out of the race, so maybe a Honda engine failure.
They don't know that I'm not in the race, do they? They might be thinking that I'm just. They just say might be thinking. Lee might have been like, "What the hell, Rex?" At the start. It wouldn't have been my fault, Lee. I'm sorry.
Well, I can confirm Lee was like that, and I got a very long message about it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you tell him?
I can't tell him right now because he's driving. There's no point in messaging because he won't see it. He's just going to be seeing the whole race. So Gorka is now trying to go round and down the inside of Yaram. These two battled hard in Bahrain, but it ended up in neither of these guys actually winning the race, did they?
No. It was Zocco.
Yeah, Zocco who's left the session, but you know. Well, I'm just looking at Zocco's message, and that was actually pretty unfair to say that. But you know, so Gold Collar's now pushing after.
Drivers, mate.
Yeah, drivers are drivers, but they have to adhere to the rules still. You know, we had this last week in the Premier Division. Pedro Solheim is the fastest man on track down in P12. We had it last week where someone blatantly ignored the rules and it was ended up being black flagged and removed from the league for this season. But you know, if you're going to take that attitude, at least retire your car first and don't be petty about it if you're going to leave a session like Electra Dan.
Oh no, I don't say I agree with it, mate. Don't get it twisted. I don't think it's the most incorrect behaviour a driver can have. But
and nonetheless, they should always respect an admin when they say do not talk in the chat. Some drivers seem to not be able to do. Oh, now tell you what's happened though. Purple Rex has been passed by Farfra.
Never would have happened if I was in control of the car. Never.
That is going to be the best joke ever.
Farth, mate, you're 16th at this point. I was like 7th. Don't. Come on, boy. Up the field you go, in a little Renault. Oh wait, you might have electric felt.
No,
so
no, we're not going to sort Renault because you're a Daniel Ricciardo fan. I like Hulkenberg. All right, so Yaram under pressure from Goklas. These two battling hard. They're both on the one-stop strategy. If they continue on to about lap 12, 13, I think it is. If they can make it to the one-stop, but then again,
I did lap 11. I did lap 11.
Even then, we saw as Mears locks up on the inside left. Even then, drivers are still going to struggle later on in the race. So I think you will.
Everybody's one stop kind of got negated a little bit, didn't they? Everyone that was going to do everyone that was doing a two-stop.
Catchord and the inside of Mears. Very, very opportunistic move there. Clumsy move. It didn't happen, and he ended up giving Mears an advantage there. Some drivers need to remember to wait to build the move, and dive bombs are not always the answer.
They're not. Unfortunately, we can't all be Daniel Ricciardo. And, Daniel Ricciardo does it at the best times. You don't just do it when you need to. You need to do it at the best time here. And I think we're going to see an overtake between Yaram and Godcollars soon. Because
I think Yaram's very quick on the straights. Look at that. He's just got a better exit on the straight. Look at the gap climb. DRS open.
Lucky for Godcollars, he's got DRS here. Can that? But he's clocked down a little bit yellow sector 1. What is it? It's Farthborough. He's retired. I'm going to have a look at this. This is not even me joking. I'm going to watch me drive around and see what Farth did. It was turn 1.
I'm on board with Zocco right now on the Ghost of Salba's Pass to see what's happening here. Where is it? Has he lost it? We can't see the card by the looks of it. Farthborough leaving the session. There might be a comment here. There are yellow flags still there. Where's he lost it? Oh, okay. That might be...
By the way, mate...
I don't think that was what I think it is.
God Collins is up on his time to Yaram from where it was last lap. Only by a little bit, but he's slowly getting there.
He is gaining, but I think on the straight still, Yaram has the advantage. The Williams faster on the straights than the Toro Rosso. I wish you could say that in real life. Oh my god, how happy I would be.
Primeval Rex is about to get a lap very soon.
Yes, hopefully his car gets out of the way, for God's sake. GP3 driver, and look at that. This is why you should retire off the track, off in the pit lane, because then your ghosts do not reappear on track. Not a stab at you, Alex, a Zocca there.
Well, I couldn't do anything about mine, but yeah, you can see now the good exit from God Collars was absolutely just coming in close to Yaram. It seems Yaram was a very good exit from this corner though, compared to God Collars. Yeah, God Collars spinning up there on entry. I don't think he'll get the exit he would have desired, but he's a lot closer than he was last lap.
Yeah, he's definitely closer. But again, look at the gap climb, even with DRS. We can't see. We might see a move though for P3 between Mers and Cator.
Wouldn't put it past these two. Yeah, you're right, you know, about Yarm. He's got a very much more front. He's got very much more straight kind of oriented
Mers going
setup.
defensive. Cator trying to go around the outside of the Mercedes. The reserve driver doing a great job, but he has gone around the outside right now. There's no contact. And what a move for Cator.
He lost the back end there, did Mers. That might have helped Cator's position. Mers will come back in though with that Mercedes engine. I know that also Cator has a Mercedes engine. I don't like how to say Mercedes, it just kind of happens. Mercedes, I kind of say it the most Devonshire word I've got. As he goes back on the outside, does Mers. Good move. God Collars, though, he has lost out on that.
He's trying to get round into that gap. That gap is closing. Cator has to abort the move. That gap was ever closing, and he should have seen it coming.
This is good racing from these two. A lot of respect there. But interestingly, God Collars is slowing down. I wonder whether later on in the stints, Yarm's setup will come back to bite him a little bit. Because in the corners, he is look how much God Collars is closing the gap in that one section. Oh my god, voice crack. Alex is going through puberty.
Congratulations. That's the commentator joke. I love that joke.
But oh look, it's Primeval Rex! Will he get out of the way of Yarm? No! Contact made! Oh shit!
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Surely we have to like that. We can't allow that to happen. Oh my god! I feel like I've ruined this race. Indirectly, obviously.
Yeah.
Please don't hate me, Jamie.
That's alright, I'm not angry with you. I'm more angry at something else.
Oh, I'm gonna get hate now. People are gonna message me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not in control of the car. We should, like, yeah. If I could have got in control of the car, I would have. I'm sorry, God Collars. I just ruined my compadre's race.
Well, right now, Cator trying to find a way round Mers. It's not happening. He's got to make it stick as of soon. As of soon,
God Collars versus Primeval Rex version 2. There we go. Good job, Primeval Rex. Gets out of the way correctly this time.
Blue flag procedure, right there.
Yeah, blue flag.
Down the inside goes Cator trying to find a gap. He has Daniel Ricciardo this time, and he is through.
Interestingly though, mate.
But he's not done yet. Mers trying to get his back way. Got to get through. Cator losing it on the apex.
There was no room. There was no room there by Cator.
Cator lost it on the apex by running on the curb, and at least he stopped there to wait and let Mers back through. But that has made this acceptable to the champion.
Yeah, T. Jonas, he's looking quick. There's my car again going around this corner. Please don't crash. Please don't crash.
I know you're frustrated, Daniel, but please take it to the stewards rather than mouthing off in the stream chat about it. Because there will be, to be fair, as you can tell, I'm not really in the mood right now to deal with it, complaints in the stream, so I'll be timing out drivers that continue complaining.
Well, unfortunately here, there's going to be some slipstream from my car.
Yaram in.
Quotes.
Yaram into pit lane and see just big lock up there from Mers, and then there's contact between the teammates as Cator has to stop behind. Oh, for God's sake.
I thought, why didn't we restart?
Because there was no call to red flag it. That will be investigated by, I think the stewards will be investigating themselves in a bit.
I'll get race fans in GP2.
Peder Solheim has passed Lee now into P12. Lee is driving on his wheels.
I want to apologize. I feel horrible. I know I'm laughing, but I genuinely feel bad.
We can tell you feel bad. This was completely out of your control. We should have got you to retire. That was on my end. I messed up that one, telling you what to do. Daniel, I give you a final warning, mate. I'm not kidding. Final warning, or you're gonna get a 10-minute you get a timeout. I'm not sure how long the timeout is. But you're gonna get timed out if you continue on making comments like that.
To be honest, I was whoring in Kator. I don't know whether that was just because of the wing damage.
I think Kator's got some issues on his tyres, more like that. He's been losing it on the apex quite rapidly right now, hasn't
he? Yes, he is. I'm genuinely just gonna keep looking at my car. Oh, I'm near a. It must be Uzi's Ferrari, and he's gonna catch me on this corner. I think I'm just gonna watch it. I'm sorry to any driver that is affected by me. Blue flag procedure, come on guys, get out of the way. I'm genuinely a danger to these drivers. Go, go, go. Oh no, don't close the gap, you. Oh no, look.
Gap closing now at the top now. See Jonas down the inside of Castle, trying to make a move, trying to scare the Force India off the track. Sorry, Racing Point off the track. It has not happened, but McLaren trying to come back into it, it hasn't happened.
But tell you what though, McLaren of T. Jonas, Kato comes in, so yeah, your idea of the fact that, you know, the tyres were an issue. Where will he come out? Kato gets a penalty.
Easily done here, as you see pull into pit lane as well. Was that for a damaged front wing on the back of the Force India?
I don't know here, but we'll find out.
Ferrari in. What can the Ferrari team do? But T. Jonas looking for as Lee now gets a stop and go penalty. Come on, that has to be harsh. We saw it last night in GP3, and well, I think we're removing that penalty because it's too harsh in our opinion. Sector 1, there is a yellow flag. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Cator? No. Assuming it's someone, obviously.
No, Cator has lost one McLaren to then pit and find another in Pedersolheim. It's not good for the Racing Point at the minute. You can't find a way out. What's Gamey thing's going to do? Gamey, be careful. I'm not controlling the car.
Alright, so we'll endeavour to try and stay away from anything that happens with Primary Rex's car due to the fact that it's now causing a little bit more issues on everyone's side of it, even the commentary side.
I'm now blocking Kator. Kator crashes into me. Oh no. So does Pedersolheim. Oh, dearie me.
I did wonder what you meant there, Twan, for a second. There's Mike Bundy on the back of your car. Alex, what were you doing in this situation? And actually, Mers getting out of the way for T. Jonas, who dies at the inside. For once, we're seeing the champion drive the way he was trying to last season, looking for his first win of Season 4. This reduced season.
I think either the McLaren or the Force India has got wing damage. I don't know which. But guys, I feel horrible on my behalf. I don't.
Oh, just off failing to pit lane. Right on the back of Smelly Badger.
He's going to come out miles behind Jan, so the extra stint didn't really help him in that Toro Rosso. He wouldn't be as far back as he was. He only lost a couple tenths, but still, everything counts. When will Primeval Rex come into the pits? I don't know.
Guys, once again, we have tried to have him retire the car. He cannot retire the car, so please just cut in some slack in the chat.
Yeah, again, I'm saying I apologise. What'd you say?
I'll stop banning half the chat in a minute. I'm in no mood right now. Ramovad's now trying to go down the inside of Smelly Badger. It has happened. Smelly Badger almost getting out of the way. On different strategies. Ramovad's on a 2-stop strategy versus Smelly Badger, who's trying to go for the 1-stop on the medium tyres. Mistakes have been made in this race, and it isn't just on the driver's part, as Gannick is out of a session in Sector 1. Mistakes have been made all the way through this race. It isn't just on the driver's part, it's also on some of the admin's part. So, you know, we've all made mistakes. It doesn't sound harsh, but get over it. Just get over it. Mers dropping another position to Yaram on fresh tyres. Mers cannot come back at Yaram's side. And the Yaram is going to go chasing after T. Jones, who's done 12 laps on those soft tyres.
The battle's going to be good for God Collars if he can get, you know, keep it coming. You know, if these guys can kill at it. Now, unfortunately, Mers comes into the pits really, which gives the Yarn the lead of the race. No, it's essentially just some pure pace. God Collars versus Yarn. But right now we got no real battles going on circuit from what I can see. Pedersolheim is on the back of Castle.
Castle, who's on the back of Gaming Things. Solheim getting a better run though. on his side of the garage, trying to find his way past the Force India. There is a car on track though. Cattle, no, Gaming Things right in behind G. Jonas. G. Jonas, they make contact. Gaming Things round.
You've got to be so careful around that corner.
You really have.
So careful around that corner. You can't really go for overtakes. If someone has a better line than you just got to give it up, mate. As Gaming Things have so little grip on the back.
Cattle down the inside of G. Jonas. This gap is closing, and again making contact. Some drivers need to remember these cars are meant to be driven and not make contact with. These are not touring cars. Come on.
We've seen better from these boys tonight. Even with a car that is not in my control on the circuit. You know, there's been some, I want to say, juvenile moves. Chichora now goes wide, this could open it up to Cattle, but there's no room really to overtake. Cars to go for a different maneuver. This is going to allow Peter Solheim to go up the inside, though, here, but it will turn to the outside, which could give Cattle the line if he can hang it round.
No, I think Solheim's going to get him around the outside. Cattle running him up out of the track. Look at that. Well, defensive move there, completely within the reasons of doing it.
Yeah, there was no contact made. But he's gonna become a target now. Even before DRS is like engaged. Yeah, job done. Gamey Things and Bundy though. This could be an overtake in the making.
Cattle back into the section of the McLaren. The McLaren running along the track, and then Gamey Bundy down the inside. There is going to be, there almost was contact there. I think there was a little bit of wing against tyre there. Mers on the back of Uzi. Is he going to go for a dive bomb? No, he's not. Mers electing not to take the dive bomb line, as so many drivers tonight have tried.
I'll tell you what though, God Collars, he's catching. We won't be seeing him for a couple laps.
Kator! Contact, something came off the McLaren. No, it wasn't the McLaren, it was the Racing Point. You've got to be so careful in turns 1 and 2.
Gamey again getting in a bit of stick with the boys. These guys are a little train now here. Pistolham has to stop, so does Mike Bundy. So it's actually a battle between Gamey Things and Kator. But T. John's doing a very good job. Lee now goes faster. Good job there from Lee now. And finally Rex finally comes into the pits.
A few messages in the chat being retracted. Guys, if you're being retracted, that means that you're saying something that has been banned off the channel, so please don't. That wasn't me doing that. That was someone else. That was the actual YouTube algorithm doing that. So.
Well, I'm just looking at this now, mate. Mers is coming onto the back of. Do you want to say Uzi?
Uzi. It's in like the gun. Uzi.
I've always said Uzi, not Uzi.
He's Scottish.
It's nothing.
I've never said the gun. It's just the excuses. He's Scottish.
Here we go. Let's see the DRS train. Between Kator, Peter Solheim, T. Johnson's gone, Peter Solheim here. He's like a sitting duck with that no DRS. What's going to happen? God Collins goes fastest, and Kator can't do anything. Gamey! Oh, contact! That was silly by Gamey.
The dive bombs need to calm down. And this is me now as an admin saying that. Drivers need to calm down with the absolute dive bombs. I've had enough of seeing them in SFR. I really have. At this point in time, there's going to be a whole new penalty for dive bombing. See, in GP3, in Prem, and now in GP2, it's such an uncultured move. I've had enough of it. Now Mers on the inside, of Uzi, Jar getting up into the move, and Uzi bowling foul to the Mercedes.
It's all very difficult because you don't really know what kind of pace you're going to get there. Watch for Kator though, he likes a good dive bomb. He's going to go for it. Oh, Mike, no, he's not. Yeah, there's a difference for dive bombs, lads. There's good dive bombs, there's bad dive bombs, and we've seen very much more bad than good tonight. How on you guys are in the GP2 division? You there, JB?
Yeah, I'm here. Just reading different things. Mers now under pressure from Uzi round the outside, trying to take the Max Verstappen line. It has worked. There was contact. That's the wrong driver. And they big side. Do apologise for that. That was my end for clicking the wrong button there.
Well, so JB, what are your thoughts on race winners? We're about halfway through this race now.
Can't think about a race winner right now. Right now, we're going to think about the battles on track. You can say one if you want. I can't think of one.
I'm going to go with the arm. He doesn't got penalties to his name.
I don't believe so. Uzi now putting Mers under pressure, trying to go down the inside at the hairpin, alongside the car. He is ahead of the car, entering the braking zone. And Mers just cannot hang it around the outside.
It's not good enough so far. But it's Mike Bundy and Gamey, you know. They're going at it. This is very weird. And right now, I'm gonna quickly have a look at the race director for you. Just sitting here
S.
lap
Graham
times.
pulls into pit lane, leaving Orchard Socks to go onto a full belt now of power to try and catch up to Smelly Badger in the background. Uzi and Mers still going at it. Like nobody's business. Oh, there's contact there. There's more contact. I don't know what's happening now because slow. Uzi dropping back after they hooked tyres. Uzi's going to get more and more frustrated with the more contact that he has. We know Uzi well. But we're getting to the point now where drivers might be considering making a second stop for their tyres in the top 5.
Collar's got past my car. Interestingly though, Yarm, you know, he's pulling away now from God Collars.
No idea at the top, to be completely honest. It might be down to setup change. It might be the fact that Yaram's pushing. He might be trying to go over them for fastest lap. But now Mike Bundy on the back of Gaming Things. Gaming Things has not got the DRS to protect him this time. This is where the Mercedes will shine. Mercedes starting to close in. Is a little bit further back. Doesn't want to go for a silly move into the hairpin. He decides not to. Well, he's almost running to the back of him though. And Gaming running up and down onto the curb.
Mike Bundy though looks a bit angry. Like, you know, he's got a box anyway. You know, Gamey's in. That's a surprise.
Gaming Things doing 13 laps this time. I think that's not really a surprise. We saw it last night. Drivers passed, I think, 12 laps on the tyres. Really starting to struggle on the medium tyres.
I can vouch for that. As now, Uzi is, so where's Gaming gonna come out then? Oh, he's been stuck in the pit lane. Come on, boys, get him done. Oh yeah, let's stop there.
Gaming Things had a 5-second stop and go penalty.
So he's gonna come out nearly now. Yep, nearly now. But tell you what, the McLarens, they're gonna have to box here, but they've done a very good job.
They are doing a good job, yes, in P3 and P4. I think T. Jones might be able to make it to the end, but it's interesting to see what they can do later on in the race.
Yeah, sorry about T. So T. Jones is in a very good position. You know, unfortunately though, he's not going to get any further than P3 with the laps to come unless there's a big issue. But right now, Uzi and Mervs
still going on there. Yeah.
Mervs goes wide. This could open the door for Uzi. He's not still not going to go for a move down here, is he?
Whoa! Moving in the braking zone there from Mervs. Rookie mistake. What's his name? Max Verstappen. He drops back, allowing Uzi through it. There's Smelly Badger go around the outside. That was a very rookie mistake, but he is a rookie driver.
He kind of opened the door there and then decided to shut it. But now Smelly Badger will be like, "Hello, Ferrari."
Well, Uzi's got damage.
Oh, it doesn't, like, obviously again you see the rookie driver trying to get heat into those tyres. Watch out, mate, you might swerve and lose control.
I think, no, that was a dig at Mers there, saying to him, "Oh, look, I can do it too." And that really was it. And okay, Uzi aggressively, don't know what happened there. Maybe he was failing in the pit lane, but I really don't know what's happened there. Uzi pressing himself out of the session. Come on.
That was a bit, I think he was trying to take out Mers, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, at this point in time, I'm ready to turn the stream off. Already am. Some of the driving tonight, I've had enough of it.
And that is unfiltered JB, so...
Oh, unfiltered JB is coming. Oh, don't worry. Rav's trying to go down the inside of Cattle, trying to do what Cattle was doing earlier on in the race, but Ram decided not to. Unfiltered JB is coming, and he's going to blow.
That's not disrespect to every driver, by the way. There has been some clean drivers tonight.
Orchard Socks on the inside of Peter Solheim.
I'm going to keep my battle on this battle. I'm going to keep my eyes on this battle, JB, because these guys are getting ridiculously close.
Contact there, I think. Orchard Stocks, no, a little bit off contact. They almost made it, but he's going to be right on the back of him soon.
Wow, Cattle's coming up to like the car with the name Private Rex, but apart from that, we have no affiliation.
Oh, sorry, that's the best sentence you've said.
Private Rex blocks! Oh, come on, Private Rex, noob move.
Oh, at least you can make light of something. Ravage on the outside of Cattle. It has merged out. What is Cattle going to do in response? Are you going to try it round the outside? Cattle, luckily picking a line that is going to make contact. Look, well done there.
It will turn to the inside. It will turn to the inside there, but good move from Cattle as well. He tried to run out, so Mike Bundy comes into the pits. But you have to give it up to Cattle as well. He did try. He didn't go for anything dirty either. He was like, "I'll go for this line. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't." these are things that we need to take into consideration. Here comes Ramj. I can't say it's just called Ram. You know, losing the front end a little bit there. Ooh, it could open up to Kato in later laps. Gold Collars is slowly bringing the gap down here, but he's got to pick up the pace if he really wants
Pedal
to.
Solheim round the outside of Orchard Sox, trying to pull Lee Nell through as well. Lee Nell bailing out the move. And now he's going to try and go
Mike
up
Bundy's
and
on the back of
inside.
this. Mike Bundy's
They're
on the back of this,
contact!
boys.
Oh, Lee forcing his way through. Hasn't happened though.
Here comes Mike Bundy now.
Bundy on
Mike
the
Bundy on the
ultra
ultra
tyres.
softs. He'll be rapid, mate.
He's going to try and make a move now. Lee now trying to make a move round the outside of Orchard Sox. Now Bundy has got to make the move stick. Smelly Badger dropping in position to Mercedes, trying their absolute hardest. Look at that, Lee round the outside. Lee trying to go round the outside. Oh, Orchard Sox is going to be contacted, but not careful. But Lee fighting his way through, showing why he fought for the championship.
Orchard, yes, no pace, Bundy.
He's closing in.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
this is good. This is good racing, JB.
It truly is.
Gamey's on the back of this now, and Pedro Solheim's not that far up the road. But Lee now gets a tyre on the grass. He's going to be a sitting duck on the back straight, is Lee now.
I think to be fair, they're both sitting ducks right now because Mike Bundy has got full Mercedes power right now, and he's already alongside him.
Yeah. Lee now here going to drop down to P10.
Is he though? Bundy's not going for it. Bundy has gone for the dive bomb from a long way back. That's a pretty on the nose move there, and it has cost them both positions. And I think he's letting Lee through. Yeah, he has let Lee through. So on the track, already sorted there. So I don't think there's been need for a shoot investigation there.
It's allowed and open to Gamey though. What will Gamey do? This is such an interesting battle for the lower tier points.
It really is.
There's Mers and Smelly Badger on the battle.
Oh, Gamey's going around. Oh, there's your car. There's your car. the pink safety tire is out. Oh, for God's sake.
I'm really sorry, boys. I was creating laughs.
Gamey down the inside of Bundy, trying to make a move stick, and SFR Lee now trying to make his move stick on Socks as well. He got ahead, but the move was ruined by Bundy. Bundy with the Minty Fresh helmet trying to make his move stick, and it's not going to happen.
Lee now! Mike Bundy and Lee now collide there.
No, they didn't. I think that was just a little bit on the brakes, bouncing on the brakes. So luckily, no damage on either car.
So Gamey, you know, he's kind of dropped back a little bit. I think he benefited from the guys making some mistakes. But right now, though, this battle's interesting. But look, Gold Collars is beginning to really put the hammer down. He's running out of time here. But if Yarm is going to start to struggle, can he go 17 laps? He can. He'll be like a sitting duck, though. Here comes Mike Bundy. Bundy
sticking it around the outside.
What will Gamey do?
Orchard Sox now trying to go to the inside even more.
Watch Lee now. Well, nothing Lee now
there
can
is
do.
Was there contact there? Gamey. Oh, come on.
No, I don't think that was a bad move, though, mate. I think
there was contact. Lee got shoved off the track. You can't use other cars as brakes. He did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Not on my screen.
On my screen, Lee got shafted up towards the curve.
Might have been a bit of desync there for you, because honestly, Gamey and Lee now did not collide. And there was no damage on either Gamey or Lee now's car. We see further, there's a battle for P9. Mers and the Smiley Badger still good at it.
They're all still going. I'm in two minds right now as SBM retires in sector 3. I'm in two minds right now as Lee tries a dive ball. Inopportune moment there on Lee trying to force his way through. I'm in two minds whether these guys deserve a post-race interview or not.
I think the top two do. They've kept it clean. So is T-John. That's the top three of not causing
Gamey Fame's now on the inside of Lee now. Lee, where is he? He's trying to force his way through the 72 car. Just okay on the tyres. He spin up though. He went off the track and Gamey Fame's now right on the back. Down the inside comes the Renault. And he's taking a lot of curb and lot. I mean, track limits is still an issue.
Yeah, but I'm just watching. Mers has lost a lot of Smiley on this lap. I think, you know, God Collins is going to have to stick with P2 at this point. Yellow set to 1 and 2. What's going on? Nothing I can see, mate. Nothing.
On board with Mers now as he starts to close in on the Red Bull driver.
He done very well though. He was 8 tenths back last time I checked. Here he comes though.
Whoa!
He's got the inside. There's not a lot of room. He thought, I need the inside.
There's already been an announcement. He is under investigation for moving in the braking zone. Now, lean out on the inside of Gaming Things, trying to make it stick. So we know that Mers is under. It's such a. Oh, it's contact as Gaming Things turns in. It did not see Lee.
He's got a better line to Lee though here. I think these guys are going to battle. This is not for points now here. But as you said, Lee now wasn't in the best mood here after what happened at the start concerning my car. You know, is this just a bit of anger now from Lee now?
I think Lee's had enough of this race, to be completely honest. And to be fair, so have I.
We've got to give it to our top three though. I've kept it clean, kept it out of the way.
The top three is clean, yes. And what we'll do, as announcing now, Alex will take over the interviews tonight, as I really am in no mood. So,
as long as I don't get bullied by the interviewees.
no, they shouldn't bully you. They'll respect you and be nice to you. Doesn't mean I'm just going to have to deal with some stewards' inquiries already.
You'll still be here though, right? You're not...
I'll still be in the party, yeah. So, right now
Smelly Badger. I'll tell you what, Peter Solheim here, he's not out of a shot here for P6.
he really isn't.
Keep your eyes. He had a good race as well as Peter Solheim. As Mers and Smelly Badger. I'll tell you what, Mers again, very early on the brakes there.
I don't know if he's. At some point, you've got to question whether brake testing is coming into the new driver's mind.
I don't know, but he's left Peter Solheim. I told you he was there. Mike Bundy's going faster though. Watch out for him as well. He's only 3 seconds back here on the on the Ultra Soft, sorry, around here.
DRS open on Leenow's car. Leenow down the inside of Orchard Soft, 32 mate. He is down the inside. Now what can the 19 car do? He's trying to hold it round the outside, hit back on board with Lee. Lee's got the move stick on the inside.
For Orchard, it will come to the inside, but no, nothing doing. But I'd say that Orchard is still in this one. He's still got a fight in this.
Smelly Badger losing position to Peter Solheim, the Norwegian driver, just chuck it up the inside.
Tell you what, this Norwegian driver, he knows he needs points. It'll be a good day here for the McLaren if he can get up to P6, P3, P6. But Mike Bundy's closing, I told you. Tell you what, Mike Bundy's not out of this race for P6, you know.
Right,
as soon as he gets on the back of these guys, he's there.
I'm going to have to take us away from racing for a second just to bring up the chat. Guys, if you have a problem with the racing, please bring it up with the admins, not in the chat. One more, and I will start to ban people once more. I've had enough. I absolutely have. Right, there we go. I apologise for this, but I'm going to have to put you into timeout. I've actually had enough now of the comments in the chat. You're privileged to get live streams on this channel. You really are. I could sit down and say no, I don't want to stream, but I'm gonna sit here, and I'm gonna still stream for you every week. But you're gonna have to respect the drivers on track. Still, I've had enough of it.
Well, here comes Bundy.
Pushing on.
So if you want to take a couple minutes to calm down, then by all means.
There's no point in me calming down, because if I calm down, I'm going to end up throwing something. There's absolutely no point. I've had enough. Mers locking up the inside right as he tries to get through.
Mers,
left.
I don't think it's tactical. I think he is just very slow on those mediums now. And Peter Solheim is so much faster. He's got to go for the move, just Peter. Yeah, I think Mers wasn't going for a break.
I think Mers needs to improve on his racecraft, I think, but he's definitely got the pace for GP2. So go around the outside of Peter Solheim, but it hasn't happened right now. That is a breaking point there, I believe.
Yeah, well, right now, look at the man who I said would be there, Bundy.
Yeah, Bundy trying to come and play, so Mercedes top and tailing this battle as Mike Bundy's looking to come and play.
By the way, we might be seeing someone else in the top 3. Here comes Ram.
Ram down the inside. What a shout there from Alex. He has made the move on the Season 3 champion, and the champion just cannot hold it around the outside. Those tyres are absolutely destroyed. The gap at the top coming down. We're heading on to the penultimate lap in a while. But 25 seconds, I think that's all.
Here comes Bundy. Here comes Bundy. Here comes Peter Solheim.
Down the inside. He has done it. Let's open it up for Smelly.
I don't think there was room there from Smelly. I think he was just really trying to defend from Bundy. But Bundy, I think it will be sooner rather than later for him. Peter Solheim might be able to get away here, but he's on 7.5 old softs. He can get away, but here comes Bundy.
Lots of weaving behind the McLaren. by Mers. Yeah. Oh, it's up the inside. This is going to be an aggressive move, and it's a tactical move. It has worked to try and shaft him out of the way, and that's all right. There was no contact.
He's given him the space. Good driving there from Mers.
Who comes up first? And it's Pelle Solheim.
Tell you what, the Bundy Mers is not out of this, you know. Here comes
it
Bundy.
Really isn't.
Bundy and Badger. Sounds like a kids' TV show.
Bundy and Badger.
Badger, I don't know whether Bundy went wide or whether there was contact between the two, but he's kind of like lost a bit of time there. He'll catch back up again instantly because he's on ultra softs. But maybe Bundy's P6 is out of the question. Can you get at least P7? However, though, Pelle Solheim, he's already out the second zone, mate. Good luck, good. Tell you what, Bundy though needs to start making moves quickly. I tell you what is T. Jonas? What as now Kator is overtaking the ghost car. T. Jonas though, I tell you what, he's not out of this here. He's got this lap. He's got one more lap to go, or two now. They're starting the last 2 laps. What's Bundy gonna do? Bundy, he's got nothing to do, mate. He's too
far back. He's got to wait and recharge for another lap, then have another shot at P7. Thank you, Farfred, for coming to my aid there. And
Bundy! Losing the back end there is Bundy.
He's tried so hard. I think that's Mercedes. Yeah, just having enough. But something that actually Connor from GP2 has just brought up is the fact that Yarum is going to start risking a puncture at this point, and that is going to get very difficult. We saw it last week actually affected him that point that he did get one. Let's have a look at his tyres. They're looking alright, but they are 16 laps old.
Yes, they are. As now the Haas of Ram is going to come up against my car once again. What will Puggy Rex do? We'll get out of the way like a nice gentleman. Yes, he does. Thank you very much, Puggy Rex. Good job. Told you he's a nice driver.
Following on now, looking at Game of Things, he starts to close up on Orchard Socks at this point, fighting for peanuts, trying to find any form of our way through. It's Smelly Badger on the back of Mers. This battle has been going on since about lap 14, and they just keep going.
Yeah,
we are on to the last lap of the race, though, and Yarum is controlling it.
Badger may have just run out his tyre life, I think.
I think
this could be his last shot, because every lap it seems that Mers slowly picks away, but it depends where he wants to set up. He's fast on the straight. Good exit, though, from Badger. He's going to go for it, surely.
DRS open on Smelly Badger's back end.
He's got a move. Yeah, he's got the move done. Can he?
Oh, pulling his headphones out is Alex, and we'll just jump in. Smelly Badger getting it nice and slowed down. And there we go. Mers finally dropping down to match his teammate in P8, and Smelly Badger getting the best of him right now. Going to look at gaming things. He's starting to get on the back of Orchard Socks, but it isn't happening. Let's have a look at it. Trying to gather where Yarum is on track. Smelly Badger losing a position now on the straight.
I'll follow him. He's on the back straight.
Smelly Badger on the switchback. A beautiful move, trying to get back on the inside of Mers, and this time it's turning into last lap collisions if they're not careful.
You watch your arm. I'll keep my eyes on this one.
Right, we're going to jump up to Yarum on stream.
Good waste. Oh no, look at the gap that God Collars has created though. He's got close. Smelly Badger runs deep. Ooh,
well, I'm going to have to interrupt you, mate, as I take you through the end of the race procedure, because here we go, Yarum controlling this race. This time, he's going to finish in P1 after a big disappointment in Bahrain. He's weaving, and he wins in China by a good chunk of time, and God Colours managing P2.
Smelly Badger DNFs. No, not DNFs, but loses it. Oh, no.
He's careful, he might be.
What was that?
A little laugh right now. He's almost made contact with another driver.
But yeah, this is that race done. So on top, good race by Ram as well.
Alright, on return, finishing in P3. What a run for Ram. Welcome back to SFR.
I think he has a penalty though, so T. Jonas will get. No, he won't. No, he doesn't. That's all the battles on circuit.
Gaming and Orchard Socks. That gap is done. I think Gaming Things and tyres have had enough.
Yeah, way too far back. Way too far back. No, he's not going to. Obviously, not going to from you on Orchard Socks. It's been an aggravating race for Gamey. Aggravating. Here we go though. Final quarter here. Another lap and he would have got Socks for definite. But Smelly Badger will be the last person to come across the line. But Gamey is.
But yes, the battle's finished now as the race is over. Yarum P1, ahead of everyone else. As the champagne begins to flow, we're going to have a look at the drivers on the podium. Yarum in P1 ahead of God Colours in P2, which is a good result for the Toro Rosso team, still consistently there for the championship leader. And Ram on return in P3. Ultra Sox points on debut, yes. Well done to Ultra Sox as well. Lots of drivers coming in for the first time. Points for Mears as well on his return, though he's under investigation for that move under the braking zone.
Good man.
All right. So here are the final positions, barring any serious investigations. Yara in P1 ahead of God Colours in P2, Ram in P3. GP2 in P4, and then Pentasol line battling up into P5. Cator in P6 and Mers in P7. Mike Bunny in P8. Lee Nell is in P9 and Ultra Sox points pay position on debut in P10. Out to the points were Gaming Things, Smelly Badger, drivers who did not finish the race, or in your case, start the race. Pony Rex in P13, Zoka, S. Graham, Yuzi, Gannick, Farfbra, Electrodan, and him Carl after he was taken out in the first start.
I'll tell you one man that didn't finish. Farfbra. Even my ghost car is better than him. Farfbra, you're trash. Trash, mate.
S. Graham and Yuzi leaving the chat, so I can already imagine the arguments that I'm going to have with them. But still, we're going to get these drivers in straight away. I'm going to then hand it over to Alex. Let me just get these guys in. Where are they? Yarum. No, I need to message Yarum, you stupid game. Let's get Yarum in here. Do apologise as it goes blue. Invite him to the party. Yarum into the party. We will get who else was on the podium? Ram. And God Colours. Obviously, the only thing you need to remember is I don't think I have God Colours on my list, so I'll just have a look. We've got God Colours on here. The only thing to remember, though, is to try and make sure that their voices are set to share. As I look for God Colours, doesn't look like he's on my list, so I will have to... Oh, there he is. Chatting party. There we go. Invite sent to all of the drivers there.
Can't do podium chat, says Yarum.
Can he not? Okay. So Yarum unable to join us, and we'll have the other two come in. Hopefully those two will be joining us. So, there we go. Ramavaj has joined us. I was actually just messaging him. Just to check, mate, have you got your voice set to share?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Brilliant. And we will hopefully see if God Colours can join us. I'm not sure if he can. But the interviews will be led by Alex alongside me. He'll be leading on as I have to deal with a few messages.
We'll wait to see whether God Colours joins. We'll give it another minute, and then if he doesn't, well, you can have your own little interview, Ram.
Sorry?
I said if God Colours doesn't join, you have your own little interview. You have an interview to yourself.
Okay.
It's all about you.
It's always all about Ram anyway. So.
Yeah, mate. It was, a complete mess. To summarize the race, I think, yeah, with quality and everything.
Did you enjoy my car that wasn't me driving?
Oh yeah, absolutely, mate. It was awesome. I mean, I thought there was someone, and oh my God, man, please just let me go by. And
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, when it slowed down, I saw it was just an AI car, so that was a relief.
It took a few cars out actually, so you're quite lucky. But no, I mean, well, it's your return to SFI. You said it was a mess, but third place, it can't be all bad.
Well, I think that was the maximum. I gave everything, And even though the guys are not here, but congrats to them and to the league, because it was, just an amazing race overall. Even though I wasn't really good, but it was just brilliant. So it's so awesome to be back.
As well, just got to ask him, was that a surprise podium for you, or did you come to this weekend expecting that?
Well, I expected a bit more, but when I saw my qualifying laps, well, on time trial I was pretty good, I think. But came, the evening and qualifying, I was just nowhere to my pace, and then I got blocked on my second lap, and my third got invalidated, so I couldn't really start from where I wanted to. Then I bogged down, so I had all to do, and I got a penalty for overtaking under, yellow flags, but the guy who I overtook was just out of the race, so I couldn't do anything.
Also, we're going to the Red Bull Ring next week in Austria. What are your opinions on that circuit? Do you think you can do well?
Well, I really love the Red Bull Ring because it's a fast-flowing track, and it's quite bumpy as well. So if you use a wheel, your force feedback will just hit you if you're not careful enough. But overall, yeah, I love the Red Bull Ring.
That's all my questions. JB, do you have any you want to ask?
I have one question for you, Ram. Did you at all ever consider returning to Red Bull after you left after being my teammate there?
No, never. I think the only way I would return to Red Bull is that you were my teammate.
Christian used to abuse us, didn't he? He was mean to us.
Yes,
Nice to
man.
everyone else. He used to hit us. We never made.
Yeah.
Actually, do you? Oh, it was a long time ago now. Remember in Malaysia when I went round the outside and span off and hit the barrier?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That
I remember
was-
that.
Oh,
You
that
crashed
was-
on the first lap every race, basically.
No, it was only when I joined
Just
Red
kidding,
Bull.
mate.
The Force India car was much stronger than that Red Bull.
Okay, Jack. What we found out is that you're terrible at driving a racing car.
Why do you think I was here
No.
wearing a
That's
suit?
not true. No, that's not true. He's awesome.
You say that now, Peter. You say that now. You wait till I get you on the 2019 game.
Well, I think me and JB need a break again. Congratulations, Ram, and see you next week. And hopefully we'll see you back in here for the interviews on the podium.
Thank you, guys, and awesome job you did. Good night.
Thank you
Have a good
for
one.
Ram joining us. But yes, so obviously next week, this isn't not the calendar we have in SFR anymore, just looking at on stream. That the next week we're heading off to Austria with the revised calendar. There is a video on the channel about that I posted last night, though I have been informed that there wasn't enough Alex in it, so it was a poor video. But yes, out of 1 to 10, how was that
Got
race for you?
2% on Rotten Tomatoes. It got 2% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I got that anyway. I don't pander to just critics too much.
But no, I'm gonna have to give it a 4, mate.
There was some mess,
It wasn't great. No
It
offense
was
to
not
any of
the
drivers.
cleanest race. I would apologise in the chat
Congratulations.
to it, but I'm really not happy.
Congratulations to everyone that did well and stuck out of trouble, but to the rest of you, I just don't really get it, I'll be honest, and hopefully we see better racing tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully we shall do. So, what are you up to tomorrow night? Because I've now been informed that we have a placeholder open in the Premier Division for commentary.
Then I'll be doing commentary in the Premier Division.
So yes, I'm dragging Alex back here after him. He'll be kicking and screaming, not wanting to do anything.
No, I won't have an injured head either, and we'll hope to see some good racing tomorrow in Prem, so it should be good fun.
Okie dokie, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow night for the next race. Obviously, congratulations to Yaram, Gorkulas, and Ram, who have all made it to the podium. Congratulations to everyone who finished in that race. Commiserations to those who didn't. And hopefully you all enjoy the stream watching it back. I do apologise for some of the anger I have in there, but I really am not happy with some of the driving tonight. So it's going to be a long night for the stewards, a long night for the race directors and everything to try and get it all sorted for Premiere tomorrow. If you want to join us for that, well, that's on at 7:25 tomorrow, and I'll be joined again by Alex, who wants to join us on commentary. Not sure why after he joined me every day. He must. It's like Stockholm syndrome, isn't it? You just keep coming back.
Gotta love commentating with you, JP. It's the highlight of my week.
All right then, folks. We'll see you next time for SFR. Have a good night and ta-ra, folks.